think has
That's it.
Let's talk about the defensive side of the football. There were moments, but a couple of fourth downs where they were able to pick up for fourth downs. Urban had to be fuming at that stuff. Did not control the line of scrimmage. I thought Joey Bosa was great, though.
He was awesome.
The freshman. But I think some other guys need to step up. How about you?
You know what? We have a lot of gaps to fill. What really hurt us is when Ryan Shazier went out. We didn't know what exactly happened to him. He got out of the game, and he's a defensive leader on that team. And, you know, obviously when you're missing Roby and those guys and you're replacing so many defensive starters, you need familiar faces out there to guide the defense. And when he went out, it was just pure chaos. They didn't know exactly what to do. Guys were just running. And when you get caught in space and you haven't been there before, sometimes you just feel spacey. You just miss plays. So in this particular case, our defense needs to step it up, no matter who's on the field.
You know, we're looking at this thing, and we're kind of going over it and maybe picking on smaller things and whatever. I mean, Ohio State did win the game by 40-20. But, you know, is it fair that we are doing it? Because, after all, we're talking about the number 2 team in the country that many believe at the end of the year will play for the national championship. And if that's to happen, you know, you're going to have to step it up.
Well, when you're the number 2 team in the country, you have to do what you're supposed to do. You can't come out and have these type of games, these C-, C+ type of games. And fans are expecting to come out against Buffalo and put up, you know, 60 points or 70 points to make a statement. And what happens is they show their vulnerability. These other Big Ten teams start seeing Ohio State, well, Buffalo hung around a little bit, and they feel like they can play with it. So when you get to Iowa and Wisconsin and Purdue, when you start playing these Big Ten teams, they feel like they have what it takes to get the W against Ohio State.
San Diego State is in here next week. They lost to Eastern Illinois today. All right?
Yeah.
So let's get 60. Let's get 70. I guarantee you Urban's saying that. I was in the post game. He was having none of it. None of it. Took him 45 minutes to get there. Yeah. He was not having it, my friend.
He wants to put a lot of points up. There's no question about it. Hey, we'll be back tomorrow night. Wall-to-wall sports. A full dose of Buckeye Extra will be joined by Tim May of the Columbus Dispatch and by former players Justin Zwick and Beanie Wells. That's tomorrow night, 11:35.
Up next, we are chasing the SEC. We'll take you around the best conference in the football. That's next as Wall-to-Wall Sports rolls on.
Recently,